for the Knicks. Jackson comes in for Anthony. They've got Jackson. He's in at point guard. Williams is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's near the three-point line. It's Dragic and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Very dangerous to lead. Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He hits the second from the line. And so here is New York. It's a 5-point game. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
Jackson can't get that one to fall. The Heat leading by 5. Outside Dragic. Outside Bosch. Passes it to Wade. Right side a screen. 6 to shoot. Wade dishes to Bosch. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Heat have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Mo Williams subbed in for Goran Dragic. Williams passes to Stoudemire. There's a screen by Williams. Here's Richardson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. 4th, Freak, and of course, Amari Stoudemire.
Well, both of these guys, Kevin, have had 2 of the highest shooting percentages this season. And even if the fans haven't noticed it, the coaches and their opponents have noticed it, that's for sure.
Lets the 3 fly, and he drills it. Beautiful release there from Jackson. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Eric Spoelstra. Coach said that even though this is the first meeting of the year, he didn't expect there to be much of a feeling out period between the teams. He said, listen, we have a group of guys that can all score and do it in a hurry. I expect us to come right at them and test their defense early on. They'll definitely be on the attack, guys.
Okay, Doris, well, the offensive approach, a primary force in the game plan today, guys.
Yeah, they are out to put up a big number today, and I think they can do it.
Well, that certainly seems to be the goal. I mean, it could be a shootout if their plans come to fruition.
Okay, Miami, now coming on the board are your Heat dancers. Let them hear ya.
A chance now to get a glimpse and able to force. I mean, they're a top 10 team in points off turnovers.
And going back to their block shots, they're fearless, challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few posters, but I love that willingness to take a stand defensively.
Fires from deep. Rebound by the Heat. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
New York trailing. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Williams with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Kicks it to Bosch. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. 6 points for Chris Bosch.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Heat out front, leading by just 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosch about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better.
What a great cut from Chris Bosch. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosch is living the dream like you did and loving it.
Yeah, that's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure,
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. Jackson, he's in at the point. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Afflalo in at the 2-guard. And Jackson gets it to go.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Miami trailing. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. The dish to Wade. Lets it go from 14. Bank shot, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Now Afflalo. His last outing, he had 8 points. Jackson has the open look. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He dropped in 26 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. His play was a big part of why their team was able to maintain their hot streak.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you got a thoroughbred like him, I think you got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They set the screen from the arc. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Johnson outside. Feeds it to Winslow. No one near him. Here's Dragic. Goes up again, and he sinks the layup. Dragic has got 6.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
To check out the stats for Dragic. Averaging about 18 points per, 5 assists, and just over 2 steals. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library, he lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Wash comes in for Johnson. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Mo Williams subbed in for Goran Dragic.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Bosh, the screen. Richardson kicks to Stoudemire. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And so that's the end of the first half. Knicks lead by 7. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, what has been the focus for this team during the first half of play?
Well, we're doing it on both ends of the court. We're bucking down on the defensive end. We're sharing the ball offensively, making good plays, you know, cherishing every possession counts, and we're doing that the first half.
Nice to see it come together on both sides of the ball, Melo. Thanks for the time. Gentlemen?
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. We got a spectacular boost from the guys coming off the bench, and that's huge because it should leave us with nothing but fresh legs as we get deep into this game. I'll say this for us though. Our shot selection has been terrific. We haven't forced things, and the shots are dropping for us because of that patience. And when we get back on the court, let's do everything in our power to get the ball into the post. I want us feeding it down low at every opportunity. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
The second half just about to get going here. Freak really making a difference here.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Outside Dragic. Miami needs to get a shot off. Rebounded by Anthony.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
The Knicks have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Jackson is checked in for Rote. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Magic.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win?
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total, Greg. I mean, they were very disruptive, which I think is a combination of hustle and muscle.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Afflalo, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That's on Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Knicks have shot 50% from the line on 10 attempts. That's a few too many misses. He hits both from the stripe. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Outside Dragic. Good. Dragic has got 8 points.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
To the paint. And it's sent back by Bosh. Now here's Dragic. He's got 8. He dishes it to Winslow. Wade against Jackson. Good on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Wade.
There you go. I mean, this is the time to get aggressive. I mean, they need to keep feeding him the basketball.
Jackson gets the bucket.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pass to Bosh. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
It's been a solid outing for Bosh. 9 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Winslow. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Williams in for Goran Dragic. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Terrence Jones comes in for Porzingis. Williams, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Afflalo. Williams dishes to Bosh. Elbow shot is on the way. Second chance shot. Stoudemire, no good. The Knicks leading by 9. Outside Jackson. Dishes to O'Quinn. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Teams value the 3 so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. Number 1 on the Knicks.
You know, unlike some of the other team statistics, there are a few key guys who have helped get them to the top of the leaderboard more than other teams. I mean, this is an outstanding 3-point shooting team. They take advantage of their strengths by getting good looks from behind the arc.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for O'Quinn. And so O'Quinn nails both of them.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. But they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Outside Williams. In the corner, it's Richardson. Here's the 3. Rebound by Williams.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Calderon kicks to Jones. The kick out to Williams. 6 to shoot. Jones the pass to Jackson. Lets it fly. Jump shot is good. Jackson's got 22.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Outside Bosch. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Knicks leading by 13. Outside Jackson. Nobody near Williams. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's 13 points for Williams.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Stolen by Jackson. On up the court. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Look for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Stoudemire. And it's Richardson in for Winslow. And a switch here also for New York. Jackson, he's checked in for Tony Rote. And New York, looking at who they've got. Jackson in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. And it's Aflalo in at the shooting guard. Jackson dishes to Lopez. Back to Jackson. True on the 14-footer. Jackson's got 24.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Richardson kicks to Dragic. Bosh inside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. And that's 13 points for Chris Bosh.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
There's the pass to Porzingis. Anthony kicks to Jackson. This one for 3. The shot will not go. And the Heat going the other way now.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it. He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Dragic. He has 14 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
And Miami making a change here. Winslow's checked in. And the Knicks making a change. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burks.
Well, gentlemen, I'm here with Carmelo Anthony.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night.